Hey guys, today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. I have a really cool announcement for us today. It is Crazy Hair Day, and for our virtual crew today, we are meeting with Miss Flores' class. So we'll do a whole third grade crew meeting. So I hope you join us. I'm going to get started on our lesson, and I'll say a little bit more about that when we get there. Okay, if we look at our slideshow, for today, our target is I can solve story problems for 1 by 2 multiplication. So 1 by 2 means just like we've been practicing. That means it'll be a 2-digit by a 1-digit. So for example, 10 times 6, and the numbers will keep getting bigger. So we're going to check in with yesterday's array. This was it. And let's try it together. So this is where I find that we're having the biggest problem, and we've done this before with a number corner where we've identified the height and the base. So to remind us, our height is 9 for this one. Remember, this is a 10 grid, and this whole row is not included. So this is 9 high, and then the base is how many squares are along the entire bottom, and we can count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. And remember, base is bottom. Okay, so our base is 40. Our equation is 9 times 40. So then what we did for this is we took our problem and we broke our 40 into tens. At the beginning of the week, we were working with multiplying tens. Those are super easy to work with. So when we see bigger numbers like this, we can pull our tens out and it will help us go quicker. So if we have 9 times 10, 9 times 10, 9 times 10, 9 times 10, look at that beautiful handwriting from your teacher. Okay, we know 9 times 10 equals 90. We are not done here now. We need to take our 90s and add them together. So 90 plus 90 is 180. So I know that 2 90s equals 180, which means these 2 90s equal 180. So I can just double it. And 180 plus 180 equals 360. Okay, so I'll go back to that so you can just kind of look at it. If you're not quite understanding, you can pause and kind of see how I broke up that 40 into the tens. And then I took each 10 and multiplied it by 9. 9 times 10, 9 times 10, 9 times 10, 9 times 10. I guess I forgot my 1 there. All right, so today we're solving story problems to practice what we've been learning. So our story problem is Carla had 6 friends. If each friend had a dozen friends, how many friends were there in all? So a dozen equals 12. And then we're going to take that 12 and we'll pull the 10 out. And then we have 2 left over. 10 plus 2 equals 12. That's all we're doing is breaking it into numbers that are easier to work with. So we'll do 6 times 10. So we take the 6, multiply it by 10, and then we do 6 times 2. So 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 times 2 is 12. And then we have 60 plus 12. We have to take those answers and add them together to figure out our total equation, and it equals 72 friends. Okay? So you're going to go into Google Classroom today, and you'll practice multiplying single digits by multiples of 10 or higher. So today that will be a little bit bigger. So if I go into our classwork, we're going to do assignments for Thursday. Click on that. We have our reminder that our virtual crew is at 1:30 with Miss Flores' class. My office hours are from 2 to 3, same as usual. Just a little reminder for Crazy Hair Day, you can still come to virtual crew even if you don't have crazy hair, but I thought it would be, Miss Flores actually came up with the idea. She thought it would be fun for us to try that out. Okay, this is new for us today. My literacy, you have this as well. This is your checklist for the day, so check this off when you watch the pledge. And then I did one Zern lesson. Okay, don't just click these third graders. I want you to click them after you're done doing those things. Okay, so do these first before you do the rest of this. We have our learning target, so we remember what we're doing, what our goal of our lesson is for today. Checking in to make sure that we've watched our video. And then we have the story problem that we just did together. If you watch the video, this will be a really easy point for you. And then this is not the answer. I just accidentally clicked on it. And then we've got some other story problems. I'm going to go ahead and read them. If you do not need me to read them to you, That's okay. You don't have to listen to this last part, but if you do need that, I will read them to you. And then at the bottom, I just have you doing a reflection and making sure that you finish your checklist before you hit the submit button. Okay? All right. So this story problem says there are 8 members in Miguel's band. Each band member needs to sell 23 raffle tickets to raise money for the band to play in a concert. If each member sells 23 tickets, how many tickets will the band have sold in all? Use the picture to help you. Once you solve the multiplication equations, add up your answers. So we'll take 8 times 23 and break it into tens, 10, 10, and 3, because 10 plus 10 plus 3 equals 23. It's the same. And then we're going to do 8 times 10, 8 times 10, and 8 times 3. Once we figure out those answers, like our our instructions tell us, then we'll add up our answers. So we'll take this answer plus this answer plus this answer, okay? And your answer should be down here, okay? Make sure that you're showing your work on a piece of paper. I saw that Audrey did really well in her work yesterday, and she said she feels good about it, especially when she's showing her work. That's when she feels like she's doing her best work, okay? So shout out to you, Audrey. Our next problem says 4 classes of 3rd grade students went to the museum for a field trip. Each class had 27 students. How many 3rd graders went to the museum in all? Use the picture to help you. Once you solve the multiplication equations, add your answers up. So we're taking that 27, pulling out the 2 tens and the 7, and then doing 4 times 10, 4 times 10, 4 times 7. Take all of those answers and add them up, and then your answer should be here. If your answer is not here, that tells us your answer is wrong, and you need to go back and check your work. Last one. Miss Valdivia was getting ready for graduation. She bought soda and bottled water in 6-packs. As she was checking out, she counted 22 6-packs. How many drinks did she buy for the party? Use the picture to help you. Once you solve the multiplication equations, add your answers up. So again, we take that 22, we're pulling our tens out, 10, 10, and a 2. Then we do 6 times 10, 6 times 10, 6 times 2. We take those answers, add them up, and your answer should be down here. Okay? I hope to see you at our virtual crew at 1:30. Please make sure that you're on time. It's really hard when we have friends who show up 15 to 20 minutes late. It's hard to re-explain what we're doing. So please make sure you arrive on time. Okay? Have a great day. Bye-bye.